Okay, so this is essentially kind of the indicators in use, really. So you can kind of see, pricing's been all over the place here, but this is where we're going to get into the divergence or bullish divergence, and this is how you can tell a breakout is about to actually come relatively soon. Where's my toolbar? There it is. So we've got price going down for quite a bit. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Nice and red. And then yet we have the momentum though picking up. Yeah, make that nice and easy to see. Same thing here. We have our RSI and or our price confidence also increasing. So when you see this, this is a really good indication that chances are we're going to have a price increase here and a breakout relatively soon. If the confidence in the price is increasing as the price is, if the confidence is increasing as the price is decreasing and the momentum is picking up as the price is decreasing, well, these two are essentially counteracting what this is saying. Our only variable here is going to be our volume, and our volume is kind of going down. And remember, volume is the gas in the gas tank. So volume can pop out of nowhere once the price decides to take a run. But being where it's at, being super low, being the fact that our Bullinger Bands, which basically are calculated based off of the highs and the lows over the past closing candles, we're in the 15-minute increment. So essentially each candle is 15 minutes. But you notice we've condensed in here really, really, really tight, which is absolutely perfect. And you notice that we're getting a little bit of convergence as well in the bands. And when you see that, this is usually about the time frame when it's going to break out either to the upside or the downside. Now, being that it's at the absolute lowest possible point that it can be, really, I would say chances are it's probably going to go to the upside. Wouldn't it be a great time to buy right now? And that's with using the indicators of your RSI, again, price confidence, your momentum, and watching for the volume. But there's a very good chance we're going to see this guy go ahead and push out here pretty soon. Additionally, I might actually see it in this video. Additionally, here's your 200-day moving average. So we're right at it. This is exactly where we want to be, meaning that once we get over the 200-day moving average, that usually is a really good signal that it is a reversal in price correction, meaning that we've been on a decline and now we should be seeing a swing, hopefully to the upside. Now, one thing I want to point out, your 50-day average is about ready to come over and cross the 200. This is considered what we call as a death cross. When it's the other way around, meaning that the dear Lord, the 200 days coming down over, then that's usually, oh, I'm sorry, this is actually called a golden cross. But basically, when you see the 200-day moving average coming up and over through the 50-day moving average, that usually is illustrating that you're on for a price ascension versus a continual decrease. Now, when it is inverted, let's pretend this is the gold one and let's pretend this is the white one. Then that would be called a death cross, and that usually insinuates that you're going to have a further decline in price. But nonetheless, this is exactly what we would want to see. This is the perfect time to enter. And we do want to wait for confirmation before we do anything. Confirmation would be is that we want to see 3 candles of similar structure break the Bullinger Band in either way. So if we're going to short it, then we want to see them go to the downside. If we're going to do just a spot bet on it, then we're going to want to see it go to the upside. Again, this is obviously just on the paper trading aspect of it. But nonetheless, that's what we'll be looking for. But I would say we're going to get pretty close here to seeing this do something relatively soon. And I'm going to stop this video or pause it, and then I'll see if I can get it turned back on as it goes to make its decision what direction it's going to go. Okay, so we haven't really broken the bands just yet, but what I wanted to point out is that as we continue moving forward, we keep on getting a little bit more convergence. And honestly, the more the better. You can't really have too much. But as you keep pushing in, what it's kind of cause for is that explosive reaction, right? And while that can be to the downside and not necessarily good, it also can be to the upside, which is really good. Again, looking at the rest of the chart, our price confidence, it's dropped a little, but still on an incline. And our momentum, same thing, dropped a little, but it is still on an incline. So overall, we're still going good. This did not turn out, you could call it a wave. I would really more call this movement, and obviously we'll go over this more later in time. But this is essentially an ABC pattern. It's not an actual motive wave. So this could be leading up to give us our C, or it could be leading up to give us our next wave. Again, we'll cover that more in detail later. But nonetheless, so far, everything is going A-okay and according to plan. So a couple minutes left on this 15-minute candle. And then hopefully we should see some, we get another candle and see what direction we go. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, well, unfortunately, I have to go jump on a video conference call. That's probably going to be take longer than what this is actually going to play out to be at, but I have to do that here in a couple minutes. But nonetheless, we'll obviously make another video to kind of cover the details of how this plays out. But I will be ending this one here, and I'll get you guys out another one here soon.